Hello and welcome to our breakfast wrap. We're going to bring you the very latest from the Betfred World Snooker Championship every morning. Well, Mark Selby has just won. He's won 10-7 against Jamie Jones. He's the first player to book his place in the second round of the Betfred World Snooker Championship. Let's hear from the current world champion.
Quite emotional this morning walking out there, and emotional as well tonight. I thought the reception was fantastic, what they gave me when I walked out, which was nice. But yeah, it was just nice to be back just playing, you know, whether it was here at the Crucible or just in a tournament, it was nice to be back.
And most importantly, you're in the second round.
Yeah, good, first man through, so that's good. It's great playing on the first day because it means you're defending champion, but also at the same time, if you don't get through, you feel like you're out the tournament and it's not even started. So it's nice to get through a tough match as well, because sometimes you can get through easy in the first round and you still don't really know where your game's at. So Jamie asked me a few questions and I felt as I stood up, so I'm happy with the way I played.
You knocked in 3 tons as well, didn't you?
Yeah, so it all goes to the charity, which is great. But yeah, overall I thought I played okay. I'm quietly confident with the way I played there. I'm looking forward to the next round.
Sense of relief?
Yeah, more than anything. For me, coming here, the result was irrelevant, you know, just about going out there and enjoying it. Don't get me wrong, obviously, before the match started I wanted to win, of course I did. But if I was to have lost to Jamie, I wouldn't have been too disappointed, you know. I mean, the main thing is that I'm out there playing and giving it a go and enjoying it again.
And did you enjoy it?
I did enjoy it, yeah, from start to finish, which was nice. So hopefully I can go back home, have a few days practice and come back up and enjoy it again.
And as a final question, you mentioned it, how good was that reception when you walked out at 10 o'clock this morning? It was brilliant, wasn't it?
Yeah, great, and I think it was like probably a mixture of both. One, because I'm defending champion, and two, because I basically come out and spoke and I've been honest about how I've been, and a lot of people out there, even people probably in the audience, could probably relate to what I was doing and what I was saying. So yeah, it was nice, and also everyone on social media has been great to me as well, giving me positive vibes, so that's nice as well.
So Ronnie O'Sullivan is 6-3 up against Dave Gilbert. He was 3-0 down. Then he won the next 6 frames, including 2 centuries, breaks of 122 and 104. Now this match finishes on Sunday afternoon. Ronnie O'Sullivan has won the World Championship 6 times, and if he did win it this year, it'd equal Stephen Hendry's record.
I think for everyone around me, they'd be excited for me. But I kind of switched off quite a long time ago about how I want to approach my sport, how I want to, you know, just where I want it in my life, you know. And for me to continue playing and enjoying playing, which is the key for me, above anything else, is that I need to just not worry about winning and losing. And whereas before I thought there was quite a few tournaments, there's not enough. It's like, I don't want to go home. Can we just have some more tournaments, please?
Really?
Yeah, because I've got myself set up in such a way now where everything's all been taken care of off the table, and I'm like, I've got all the time in the world, and I'm like, I can really just play now just because I want to play, and whether I win or lose really don't matter. So I'm like, whereas before I was like, there's a lot of tournaments. I'm like, can we have some more tournaments? It's like, I don't like the thought that this is the end of the season. I just wish we would just, if I could play in Q School, I probably would. That's the truth, yeah, because I just have fun with it.
Do you realise you're still box office?
I don't. It's a difficult one to sort of. Like, I wouldn't want to be. You know, not for me to say. You know, I do look back on some of my previous stuff because I think you do, as you know, if you're looking to develop as a player or see what you was doing good then compared to now, you do look back over old stuff. And I must admit, when I watch some of my stuff, I just think, wow, I never really think I was that confident, you know. I'm actually look quite confident. I look quite like I know what I'm doing out there. I look like, you know, and that was quite a nice break, and that was a good safety shot. I always thought I was a bit of an amateurish at safety in my long pot, and I always doubted my long pot, and I'm sinking a few in, and I'm playing. My break building is really good, and I just think, yeah, actually, like, it's good to look over that, and because when you're out there doing it, it's really hard to judge yourself or see where you're at. So sometimes it's good to look back on it, and I do actually look back at it and think, you know, I'm all right, you know, I've done all right, you know, I look pretty good out there. You know, I'm not surprised by the achievements that I've got in the game by watching the way I play the game, you know.
So Ronnie O'Sullivan finishes this afternoon, or could Dave Gilbert mount a comeback? He was the semi-finalist in 2019. On Friday night, before the tournament even started, Barry Hearn, now the president of World Snooker, played a frame on this table. He also played his son, Eddie. It was very, very competitive, but Barry came out on top, and that's the first time he's ever played a frame here at the Crucible of Dreams. And on the first day of the tournament, he was here signing copies of his new book.
What was difficult was, of course, how many stories to put in, how many people to mention. Obviously, the lawyers had to go through with it. They only slung out 2 stories, which was good. But I think you're never going to be 100% settled on it. I tried to describe the other day when someone said to me about writing it, what was it like when you finally finished it? And it was like giving my daughter away at her wedding day. It was like a part of your life you were handing back. And that's, in a way, it's quite fulfilling, in a way, it's quite terrifying.
You've been successful in so many sports, but it must be a real history of snooker as well, about.
Yeah, well, it starts off, the first line is Davis winning in 1981, you know, because that day changed my life and opened up the opportunities I've been smart enough to take advantage of sometimes, and made a few mistakes along the way as well, which is all in there, it's all belt and braces. But snooker, you know, you don't want to be too grandiose about it, but I wouldn't be talking to you now without the sport of snooker. So, or Steve Davis, you know, that's how important it was on my life. So, you know, that's how it is. And obviously other sports have come in and they've been great fun, and I've met some great personalities, and I've made a load of money, and I've enjoyed my life, and I'm continuing to do that. But it all started at the Crucible.
So we'll be here every morning with our breakfast wrap here from the Crucible of Dreams.